This is an interesting question. What if Peeta became the face of the rebellion? This is funny because he almost was. Coin wanted to pick him over Katniss, and this is likely because she believes that Peeta will be easier to control. And this is just a part of the story where people really underestimate Peeta as a character. He's a very strategic player. He is very, very bright and good with his words. And while, Katniss is not like the easiest person to work with, doesn't mean Peeta's not going rogue all the time. That being said, had things gone differently in the Quarter Quell arena where Peeta is saved and Katniss is taken by the Capitol, Peeta definitely could rally a crowd. He wouldn't be the same as Katniss. Katniss is selected by the people, but in a pinch, it would work. Now, if he goes into the 74th games without Katniss, with some other girl, I say it doesn't fully work, because the unique thing about Katniss and Peeta is they're constantly bouncing off of one another, pushing each other to go farther, to be more rebellious. When Katniss is doing these rebellious acts in the 74th games, who is she thinking of? She's thinking of Peeta. When she's doing this funeral for Rue with the flowers, she's thinking of Peeta on the roof saying, I want to show the Capitol that they don't own me. And she's like, yes, I need to show the Capitol they don't own me and they don't own Rue. And so one doesn't fully work without the other because they're not going to be pushed farther. And it's vice versa. Like, Peeta's not going to be as rebellious if Katniss is not there. And I think what this highlights in the story is, while there is like a chosen one, a head of the rebellion, a figurehead of the rebellion, one person, it's not one person pushing all of this change. It's not all one person making this change. Behind Katniss is this entire team, right? Katniss doesn't work without Peeta. Peeta doesn't work without Katniss. And beyond that, Katniss has people crafting this entire thing with her, right? Cinna and Haymitch. And it highlights that, yes, one person can stand up and like one person can enact all of this big change in the world. It is rather a community effort, and community work is really important.